Alrighty, welcome to the PSBS, that's the PlayStation Podcast. I'm your host, Cody PS and Bye Boys. My host here is
Andrew Arenas, double is.
yes, and we are back with episode 54 of the PSBS. We decided to just take a little break last week. There really wasn't much on news front last week anyway, so we kind of took it as a nice little break week.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got stuff going on our end, school and all whatnot. So you know,
Side projects?
side projects, all that stuff. But of course, we took off the week, and since then, it was a huge news week this week. Mostly about one particular topic, which we'll get to
Mm-hmm.
when we get there. But one thing I noticed this week is that there has been a crap ton of release date announcements within the past week.
Let's lay down these release dates.
Yes, a lot of release dates. Let's see, where do we begin? Actually, just some game release dates. Alienation is coming April 26th.
Awesome. Finally.
Yeah,
I'm
Housemarque,
excited for Alienation.
creators of Dead Nation, and all that. Their follow up is coming then. Um,
Oh, yeah, that's going to be great. I'm excited for it.
yeah, we'll see.
Well, this was like this alongside with other downloadable games was announced in part of the spring thing that's
Yeah,
going on.
they're not calling it the Spring Fever
Oh,
or whatever it was called. It's
oh,
called Launch Party this year. I mean, it's the same thing.
launch party. Woo!
Yeah,
Having a party.
having a party. Yeah, yeah. Sony gives
Playing Day
release
of the
dates.
Tentacle.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one of the games. Launch Party. You can pre-order your games, and they'll have discounts. The first game is March 15th, Salt and Sanctuary. On March 22nd will be Day of the Tentacle Remastered, which will be $14.99 or $13.49 with plus discount. April 5th will be Enter the Gungeon, $14.99, $13.49 for plus. April
Yeah, I have
12th.
some hopes about that one. I hope it's good.
Mm, April
Seems neat.
12th, Story the Path of Destinies. April 19th, Invisible Ink. And on the 26th, Alienation, which is actually $20 game, and it'll be $17.99 with your plus discount.
Sweet. Day of the Tentacle, as much as I want it, probably gonna wait for it to be free for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, most
Because every Double Fine game gets free at some
or
point.
ridiculously cheap.
Yeah.
That's what happened with me. And the only one I bought, I remember right away, was Costume Quest 2.
Yeah, but you played that one at least
Yeah, I
before
played it because I really liked the
the
first
major
one. The first one was
price
free, PlayStation Plus, and
drop.
I liked it. And then I bought the second one at launch for full price, and then I don't think it ever went free, but it's been like dirt cheap. Like it's been on sale for like $3 on the PlayStation Store.
$2 for even $1.80.
Yeah, so super dirt cheap. So yeah, Day of the Tentacle might be one to kind of just hold out a little bit and see, you know.
Yeah, as much as I want to play Day of the Tentacle, it seems like a really good game. I mean, well, obviously it is. I mean, it's people have played it already,
Mm-hmm.
so like it's a new. It'd be new to me, but
Yes.
it's whatever.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we got. Any release dates? Valkyria Chronicles Remastered is coming May 17th to PS4.
Sweet.
So all the people who didn't play it the first time will have a chance to try to play it this time with trophies and all that good stuff.
Which the
Um,
trophy
huh?
list is already out, by the way.
Yeah, the trophy list is already out. You go
The
check it
trophy
out.
list is already out.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this was kind of funny. So we talking about plus discounts and launch party. It was kind of unintentionally announced, but Dead Star is going to be next month's free PlayStation Plus game.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, because they already had the pre-order up, and it was really weird. Like people were pre-ordering it, and then Sony had to email them and refund their money because it's this
Wow.
yeah, this game's gonna be free next month. So yeah, sorry, don't pre-order this.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So I mean, that was neat on Sony's end to not just take people's money and then kind of be like, oh well, this one's free because PlayStation Plus.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's one game we know that's gonna be free next month, but we don't know the rest, obviously. Let's see what else we have in release dates. Oh, the. All right, let me load it up real quick. Um, yeah, The Walking Dead Michonne episode 2 is coming on March 29th, which is in
So
2 weeks.
Telltale's getting their act together. In other
Yes.
words,
Yep. Another quick
they
release.
are understanding.
Yeah, within a month of episode 1, and they said episode 3 should be in April. We don't have an exact date for April, but they said it should be April.
Yeah.
Um, Still haven't played it.
No, I mean, even when I get back home, would I even be interested? I don't know. Like, give me season three.
I mean, I want to play it because it's more The Walking Dead, but I just haven't took the time to buy it and download it and play it yet.
Yeah, that's just like, it's a mini series, and then once everything's already out, the episodes are going to be dirt cheap when they're all out. It's just,
Yeah, and they'll be all out soon, by
yeah,
April.
basically at this point, if it's going at this rate, so it's just at this point, eh.
Yeah.
And it's not like a story that, like, oh my gosh, I need to know, like, right away or something. It's not like the other Telltale series where I have that feeling.
Yeah, I mean, this more ties directly with like the book storyline, like it expands on the book storyline.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like who gets the most out of it, the people who are reading the books.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just this thing where like I just don't. My time is very limited for playing games nowadays between
Hmm.
school and homework. So it's kind of like, oh crap, what do I play? And it's like I have the Division, and it's like that's the one I feel obligated to play because I bought this. This is my new game, and I mean, I do like the game. It's just that's the one where it's like if I have free time, it's like no, I got to play this because it's an online
It's new.
thing and
It's
it's
hot.
new, it's hot, it's online, and then my friends are playing it and they're higher level than me, and I have to play it to catch up with them, so I'm not too far behind when we play. So it's kind of like, so it's like I don't have time for any other things, the extra
I
things like
mean, granted, Walking Dead's kind of short. I mean, I'm sure that episode's kind of short. I don't know, like, the approximate runtime, but I would guess, like, less than 2 hours, right?
yeah, I mean it probably is. I just like I said, I just still haven't taken the time to even buy it. It's just not even downloaded to my system, but
Which,
you know,
speaking of buying things, I did hear some ramblings on about the PlayStation Store getting redesigned.
another PlayStation Store redesign.
Yeah, well, not another. I mean, it's been quite a while since, like, of a full redesign. Yeah, sure, it got redesigned when the PS4 launched, but yeah, we're looking at another redesign.
Mm,
Some rumors and ramblings have been about with that new
I haven't.
firmware update that's coming out soon.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, uh,
Um, yeah, hopefully it's not a crapshoot like the last one. Cause
yeah.
like that,
Hopefully not.
I mean, now it's fine, but like when that
Oh
store
yeah, it's like
first,
yeah.
yeah, when that,
Remember that?
yeah, when that store first opened on PS3, it was just terrible. Like,
I think if anything, they should do for the search just a regular keyboard.
yes, definitely do that. Definitely do a search. Don't do that. Like, type it out like it's a freaking. Oh God, I feel like I'm playing like an Ouija board or something, highlighting letters. Oh, what is it?
It's so funny, like they even added an omega sign to it.
Oh, for what?
Just
That
for
one
one for one item.
for Ninja Gaiden
Maybe. I don't remember what it was, but if,
or
if
God
any
of
of you
War?
folks want to if any of you folks want to go to the PlayStation Store, which is so easy on PS4 specifically, type in the omega symbol, and it's for just one item. One whole key is dedicated to one item.
Wow.
So call this the omega episode. Um, but yeah, I mean, I have hopes that maybe this PlayStation Store redesign is good and beneficial,
Hmm.
uh, more accessible to find things. Even not that it wasn't too difficult, but I just feel like make it even more accessible for people.
Yeah, it just feels
I mean,
clunky. The
yeah,
letters.
the letters are clunky. Finding things and like diving, I think it takes too many clicks to get into things a little bit.
Hmm.
Not clicks, well, button presses. I think you want as less button presses as possible to get to what you want. So because that's what I kind of felt like so many other storefronts, separate storefronts like on Apple's side, Microsoft's. You want it to be as easy to access as possible. So,
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, that's why I use a lot of like the game pages to get to what I want. Like if I
yeah,
want, like if I want to see what's the new Rock Band DLC, I will go to Rock Band on my PS4 and then like go down to the page and then just click the DLC and it'll pull up all the DLC for it, you know?
Hmm.
So I use that feature a lot. So maybe they can do something that incorporates more of that into the store. Like when you open the store, it knows what's the most like recent 3 games you played and highlights it. Like, hey, you played Rock Band recently. Here's all the Rock Band DLC right here on the front. You know, or
You know,
you know,
they need to find that middle ground of like things that I think the PS4 like tried to promise you in the beginning, like where it's curating what you have. It does that to an extent already, but it's on such a shallow level. I would just love it to be like what you just said right there, and then on top of that, introducing new things to you because if anything, also finding new things is very important and also good for Sony's back end to gain more money
hmm
because that's the whole purpose of the store that well to also bring good content and then also to make money. So I just hope that they find it. I would like that middle ground of both the stuff that you already have, like you said, getting knowing what you play a lot, Division, Rock Band, at the like current moment in time, bring you home to all those expansions and DLC in such an easy way that you don't even need to use the in-game stores. You would want to use the PlayStation Store instead. So,
hmm
because in-game stores always just kind of just suck.
yeah. Well, like I said, what I was talking about wasn't the in-game store. I was talking about like just the game page.
Oh yeah,
You don't
oh
have,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
that works
Oh yeah, I
fine.
agree.
Um,
Xbox does something similar to that already, uh, but not to the extent that you're kind of talking about. They do something vaguely similar.
yeah. I wonder if we're finally gonna get that promise, like every game in the store you can play it. Remember
Oh,
that?
I know, right? What was that? Yeah, like
It was like,
instantaneously,
yeah, like they said, oh, if you're curious about buying a game, every game in the
you
store, you
tap
just
it.
highlight it and you click it and you start like streaming like the opening of the game.
That was such no, because what that really translated to was like you downloading at least 3 gigs of the game and only being able to play like 20 minutes of it. But like, I get the idea of what you were saying. Like, yeah, I was supposed to like, oh, you could like stream the game. I'm
Yeah, and
like,
like pretty much every game has a demo, and that's and that logic, you know.
yeah. And then the logic that they just put behind that was just like, oh, you can download like a small portion of it and then just play it for a little bit and then get to the point of like, oh, you need to install the rest of it. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
what?
mean that would still be neat too, you know.
Well,
But
yeah.
but I mean, like I say, capitalize on that. Just be like, yeah, look, here it is. I know it took a while, but here it is, and you can now pretty much get a demo of every game in the store, you know. And that'd be great, you know, for some of these games that people might be on the fence about. They get to play it, you know, even if it is for only 20 minutes. 20 minutes, you can kind of decide if you want this or not, you know.
I mean, it's so crazy, man. I mean, even though we're like past the 3 year anniversary of that PlayStation 4 reveal, I still find it funny every time I go back and watch that whole conference again and just be like, they didn't even do this. Like, and then I watch like the developer videos. I'm like, uh, you guys didn't really do this either.
Yeah. I mean, we've got the
Uh,
other stuff like the
yeah, we
games
did.
and share play and all that, but pretty much all the stuff they said about the PlayStation Store really hasn't happened yet.
Or just like things integral with the network. Yes, it did make it more accessible for you to play with your friends and chat with your friends. You know, the party system is fantastic, which is carried over from Vita and the Xbox. But you know, I still find that once we get that firmware update, things are radically going to change, which is so exciting. I'm so excited for this firmware update. It's definitely gonna, I think, it reinvigorate the PlayStation Network as a whole in a pretty big way. I think, especially if we're going to see a store redesign.
hmm
So I think this one's pretty important. This might be PS4's most important firmware
Well, I mean,
probably ever.
it's 3.5. It's not like the next
No, no, not 4.0 or
at
anything like that,
4.0,
but
yeah.
I mean, SharePlay was a pretty big one when that came out, and then the more streaming options, right? YouTube and all that, that was pretty huge. But I don't know. I find this kind of stuff, this like little ancillary stuff that kind of adds up to be kind of bigger in a way.
Yeah. Now, granted, it's
But then
not.
again, huh?
I would say, granted, it's not confirmed that we're getting a store relaunch with this update. It's just,
But yeah, but hypothetically, if one were to come out, it'd
hmm
still be pretty big. I think, at least in my opinion, because
yeah,
Store has not seen it up since PS4
hmm
launch.
yep, yep. Um,
Sorry for that little topic there, but
That's fine.
PlayStation Network's going to change soon.
Yeah, man, that's the point, man. That's the point of this. I'm not just gonna list stuff off. You're supposed to talk about it,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, well, the stuff earlier than the release dates. I mean, what more can you say? It's
yeah, I
just,
know. That's
oh,
what.
yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, well, these first couple things, I was basically that's all I wanted to do is kind of state and move on. But no, that's fine. That's fine. This was a bigger topic at hand. But still, we have a few more release date things written down. The Fallout 4 Automatron DLC is coming out on March 22nd.
Yeah, a little side note on that. I mean, not that. Hopefully, a couple episodes ago, I didn't judge that specific DLC too harshly. I was just a little critical that, oh, is this that like missions? But then once we took a look at the trailer, right, it seemed
Yeah.
like it's adding a lot more than I
Yeah.
had anticipated. I mean, like you get missions.
Yeah, it adds 5 new
Good.
trophies.
Yeah.
It adds like 5 new trophies, and 3 of the 5 trophies are doing missions, like specific quests or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's neat. Yeah, it's got like a story and stuff. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I kind of maybe underestimated this particular. I mean, well, not necessarily expansion, but add-on piece.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see how that rolls out. Definitely more than I had thought.
Hmm.
I thought it was just gonna be, just having the robot companions and yada yada yada. But yeah, it
No.
has like a story and the quests and everything.
No.
Good.
Yeah, this is
That's,
what I
that's
told
that's
you.
what people want.
This is what I told you in that episode.
Yeah, I mean, I was just a little just the way, as I've already been critical of the writing in the PlayStation blog, that it just doesn't sell. It doesn't sell you on it. That when I read that blog post, I'm sure maybe it didn't to you either. But I mean, obviously you didn't have to read into that to even think of that. But like for me, I read it and then I just kind of took it as it is. I was just like, wait, that's it. But I guess after looking at the trailer
No,
and then
because
more
like,
Bethesda's release, they spoke about it more.
mhm.
So
Yeah, Bethesda clarified like after the announcement, saying that it's not just a companion DLC. There's more
good.
to it than that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, but it's coming
It
out
was
this.
just probably the blog post that just didn't sell it, but
Yeah.
now they kind of did, so it's good. Yeah.
Yep. And the game, and like I said, the DLC is coming out this Tuesday, March 22nd. I'll be checking it out because I did get the season pass before the price went up.
Oh, it's up now, huh?
Yes, it is up now. If you want the season pass now, it's
Oh,
going to cost you $50.
oh.
Yeah. Or you can buy it by itself for $10. The Automatron DLC.
Oh,
So, but yeah, so I'll probably try and check that out next week when it's available. Let's see what else we got in release dates. Let's see. Yeah, this one's fun. They broke down what's going to be in the Lego Avengers season pass today,
oh, neat.
which is another season pass that I own. So at least now I know what I'm getting.
This is only $10.
Yes, the season pass is only $10, so it's not that much. It's not asking a lot of you if you want all this DLC. So yeah, so the first 2 DLC packs are actually coming out March 29th, so that's not this Tuesday, but next. The first 2 packs will include a Captain Marvel character and level pack.
Oh, teasing the new movie? Just kidding.
Oh, that movie's so far off. It's like we're starting the hype train now, 3 years before this movie comes out. Getting people acquainted with the character and you know,
Or if it's not in the possibility of many of Captain America Civil War's after credit sequences.
maybe. Um, but no, they're actually no. Even in the comics, they're trying to make Captain Marvel a more important character. Like she's like the main force in Civil War 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's between Iron Man and Captain Marvel apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're
Against Tony always going after the captains.
yeah, man, don't like captains.
Mm-mm.
Um, but yeah, so this DLC kind of ties with the idea of like Marvel's really trying to raise the awareness of this character.
Yeah.
Before the movie comes out, they did the same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy had a big push about a year or so before the movie came out, where they did a new comic series, and they also did all the Guardians of the Galaxy characters were in Lego Marvel Heroes at the end.
Yeah, at the end.
So yeah, and then of course all the characters you get, or we should expect Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel Cycle, uh, Warbird, Wonder Man, all in this pack.
Very obscure ones.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I was just reading the highlight ones. Like, there is obscure ones. I don't know who the hell Pound Cakes is.
Wow.
I remember Warbird. She was in Marvel Alliance 2.
There you go. Throwback.
Yeah, throwback to that. The other DLC coming out that day is the Masters of Evil character and level pack.
Oh. Oh.
You can play as Baron Zemo.
Ah, Civil War?
It doesn't say. I assume it's not the Civil War version.
I mean, we don't even know what he looks like in the movie, so
Exactly. So yeah, I don't think it's the Civil War
wouldn't
version.
that be quite the reveal? And it's just a Lego figure.
Well, that's what he
There you
looks
go,
like.
Daniel Pearl. We don't even bother to show you the trailer, but we'll show you in Lego form.
Yeah. Well, actually, Lego has done that before. Like
Yeah,
characters
they
get
did. Yeah,
shipped out
Ant
through
Man.
Lego sets. Yeah.
Uh,
Um, let's see. Other characters in this pack include Enchantress, Executioner, Iron Man Classic.
the
Radio.
different Enchantress, not the Suicide Squad one.
No, not the Suicide Squad one.
Not the Suicide Squad.
Iron Man Classic, Radioactive Man, Thor Classic, Whirlwind.
Thor
Um,
6. What is he just like greener?
I, oh, Thor Classic, whatever that means. Um,
Classic.
Classic, yep.
Just
And
not Chris Hemsworth, basically.
yeah, it's not the movie one. Yeah, so like I said, both these packs will give you characters and levels to play. So there will be a story around it. So there'll be a
Oh.
little story for Captain Marvel. There'll be a story for the Masters of Evil.
You know,
Um,
I wonder with the next Lego Marvel game if like it'll just take place in it'll just deal with the cosmic side of Marvel.
oh yeah, they could definitely do that. Just roll the Guardians Galaxy kind of as the main focus, and then kind of expand
Oh
on
my
that.
god, you know how much fun that would be?
Yeah.
Because by then you already have the two movies out, like have two Guardians of the Galaxy movies out.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, they'll put
Maybe
so
they
many.
want Inhumans out.
There'll be so many Star Wars jokes though in that. They could do it. They could do Star Wars jokes in there.
Yeah, maybe they just want like Inhumans also to be out by then.
Yeah, but Humans is a way off.
I
Like
know, I
the
know.
movie. I mean, I know it's in the TV show, but it's not like in movie form yet.
No, not yet. But once it is, the kids will be talking about Inhumans all the time, and Fitz and Simmons will be their hero.
Yeah. Um. Also, they said that those two packs will be coming out next week or in 2 weeks. There'll be three more level packs. They'll be coming later in the spring. One is now they stress it, classic Black Panther character and level pack.
Classic Black.
Yeah, you'll be playing as classic Black Panther.
So we're not gonna be playing as Chadwick Boseman.
No, you won't be playing the Civil War version, and you'll get
Ah,
and you get a level based around the comic version of Black Panther. Characters in this pack include Black Panther. And Ulysses Claw, and it says Prince's classic version. So
oh, not the one that lost his arm in Age of Ultron.
yeah, not Andy Serkis.
It would be an ape.
They have Manape. I don't know who that is, but he's one of the characters in the pack.
I bet you Andy Serkis voiced him.
Oh,
Go!
oh.
Go!
Let's see. Other pack is the all new, all different Doctor Strange character and level pack.
Benedict
So
Cumberbatch one?
nope. Again, this is based on the comics, not the movie version.
You're killing me here.
Yeah, you can play as Doctor Strange. You can play as Baron Mordo. You can play as Dormammu, however you say that.
You mean Dormammu?
Dormammu. He was in the first game, the first Lego game.
Yeah, Dormammu.
Dormammu.
Who can forget?
Yeah, Deadpool says it weird. He plays Night
I think it
Nurse.
is Dormammu.
Yeah, but it's like three syllables though.
Dormammu.
Dormammu. How do you say it? And again, you get the characters and the level pack, so you get to play a little level. Now, here's the most exciting pack out of all of them. The last one.
Just a shield?
Yes.
Yes!
The Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. level character and level pack.
Holy shit. I'm
Plays
excited.
It's all your favorite characters, including Agent Daisy Johnson,
Yay!
Agent Fitz, Agent Cohen, Agent William May, Agent Bobby Morse, Agent Gemma Simmons, Cal Johnson / Mr. Hyde, Deathlock, Gordon,
Deathlock? What?
yeah, Gordon, Grant Ward, Lincoln, Rena, and you get the bus as a vehicle.
I thought you got the helicarrier.
Well, that's what they call it.
Oh.
Oh, not the helicarrier, the plane they ride in. They call it the bus.
Oh.
Now,
I would have liked to get Patton Oswalt as so that we could have the life model decoys.
yeah.
In the Lego games.
Yeah. Now I have a question for you
Yes.
about the show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
here's the thing: they show the characters' names, and I want to ask you this. You might have looked at it already, so you might know. But Do you know what Fitz's first name is? Because I did not know what his first name was until I saw it written down here in the DLC notes.
I mean, okay, well, Simmons is Gemma and
Yeah.
Fitz is.
What's Fitz's first name?
They don't even say it often, I
I
think,
don't
but
think they say it on the
they don't
show.
say it. I mean, they say Simmons, they say Gemma a lot, but they don't say. Uh, Simmons always calls Fitz Fitz, and everyone else in the show calls him Fitz. You don't think you ever get to know his first name?
Yeah, and
Well, I'm
Gemma
sure it's said. I'm sure it's said, but
might have been said, but I don't know. Like it, because it says
not
here.
to us
Yeah, it
often.
says here, Agent Leo Fitz.
Oh yeah, Leo. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. It is Leo. I mean, now that I remember, I mean, it's been a while, man, since I watched Agent Shield. It was like freaking like 3 months. So,
Yeah, but
yeah, I think they did like. I think if anyone had said it, it's just like Simmons because like I don't think Coulson says it. I don't think May says it or Daisy or even. Oh, by the way, wait, was Mac in that pack? Mac in that pack?
no.
No Mac. What the heck? They already screwed this pack up.
You can play as
Go.
Lincoln and shoot lightning, I guess.
Yeah, I'm basically freaking Cole from the scheme. Which he is, by the way. He should be cast if they're going to make an infamous movie. Because simply because
Typecasting. Typecasting. He has lightning in this movie. He needs to be. He has lightning in this game.
no, he even kind of looks like Cole a little bit. Just gotta get the haircut and everything. He'll look like Cole. Trust me.
You're
He
making
looks like Cole.
You're just making correlations because he has lightning
Cora.
powers. Kind of like
And I said,
kind of like how everybody wanted Bryan Cranston to flex Luthor just because he's bald all the time in Breaking Bad.
no, it's not like that. Like I think like the way his voice could get a little bit like and you see like his anger. Like I feel like you can like he could be Cole. I don't see anything wrong with that. And how he's like when he's on the run and stuff and like all that. It seems like a perfect character for Cole. A perfect actor for Cole. And then who else did I like say? And then like Hunter, the actor that plays Hunter, he could be like God, that guy's name from Uncharted 3. The one that broke his leg. Oh, Charlie.
No.
He could be like an acquaintance of Nathan Drake, and if there was the Uncharted movie, so he could be alongside Brett Dalton,
That was great.
Agent War. What did that be? See, it's like a little Agents of Shield reunion. If they were both be in the movie, and I think Hunter, the actor of Hunter would be great in the Uncharted movie. He's got like the charisma and stuff. Yeah, he'd be great.
And you made this correlation again after you saw him wearing like a
Well,
Hawaiian shirt at that little like beach bar, and I'm like, yeah, that's something I've Uncharted.
I don't. I feel it. Not just not because of like imagery or like something that like activates my brain. I'm like automatically, oh, here you go. No, I feel it. Sony, listen, and you're thinking the same thing with Warren.
Yeah, but I never like it wasn't even from Agents I thought about it. It was something I saw until Dawn that made me think of it. Like, oh yeah, this guy could be in an Uncharted
Yes,
movie.
and I agree with that fully. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't want Bradley Cooper or any of the other people that they're talking about, or Mark Wahlberg, but still, I still feel a decent relation for these two actors to play in Sony movies. So
No.
there you go. Three actors from Agents of Shield could play in like separate Sony or not separate Sony films.
The Sony video game cinematic universe.
Exactly.
It's all gonna be
So
tied together.
yeah, so if they're not too busy with Agents of Shield or whatever that spinoff show is going to be, then I'm all game for that. I'm excited.
Well, no, the actor Brent Dalton, he's doing that Kickstarter because he wants to be in movies now. He has like
He
fund
wants,
his own movie. You didn't
dude.
see that?
All you need to be is just an Uncharted. Sony, call them up. Be like, hey, Uncharted 4 is coming out. We have this movie that's basically in development hell. You could be the star of this movie
They don't even have a director right now. I think.
again. I don't know. I don't even want to get deep
I
in
don't
this
know.
rabbit hole.
I
I
don't
think
know
we
the
might have
last.
talked about this before.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, well, back to what we were saying about the Lego Avengers DLC. This is the DLC for the season pass, so they didn't talk about any like potential free DLC because, like, for example, the Ant-Man pack I think is coming out the first week of April for PlayStation.
For free.
Yes, and it's for free, and it'll be Ant-Man characters and level from the movie.
It's neat.
So I think that's the first week of April.
Cool.
Yep. Let's see what else we got. Oh, yes, a game that I'm very excited for, and I try to promote it on the show as much as I can. Um, Zero Time Dilemma, the sequel to Zero Escape: Virtue's Last Reward, has a release date now.
The visual novel?
Well, the what they call it, interactive novel or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, interactive novel.
That was the term they use. I mean, there's gameplay to it. You solve the puzzles in the rooms and stuff. Um, but
Eh.
but anyway,
Yeah, it's something.
Zero Time Dilemma is releasing on June 28th for PlayStation Vita and Nintendo 3DS. It'll
Oh,
have a physical and digital release in North America, and Europe is actually only getting a digital release for it.
wow.
They said stuff they've added in this version in this game. They said we'll now have cinematic sequences. Will actually be like cutscenes,
Oh,
instead of like in the other
well.
game where like, because in the very first game they did 999, which is only on like Nintendo DS. That one you had to actually read everything. There was no voice acting in it.
Oh,
For the second game, Zero Escape, the one they did on Vita and 3DS, that one there was voice acting, but it was like, here's a character, you look at him and he talks. Look at this character, he talks, and then there's like maybe some little transition thing. But this one has like full cutscenes when they're like talking, like for heavy dialogue.
yeah.
So it's gonna add more to that. Um, yeah, and it's gonna be kind of the whole idea of like you can switch. It says you can switch between characters trying to escape the same situation, different scenarios, randomized encounters, and be the final game in the Zero Escape trilogy. Yeah, like I said, I'm super excited for this game because like I said, I loved the Zero Escape on Vita, and I know it's not for everybody that game. I've stressed that before, but I loved it, and I'm glad that we're getting a sequel. And plus, it's a Vita game. It's a Vita game that gets excited about.
We're crying out loud.
Yeah, like it's a Vita game, man.
It's a V3, yes.
Yeah, but still, I mean, you can only get it on those two platforms, so it's a mobile exclusive. Well, well, no, I'm sitting here reading the news. No, it says at the bottom, Steam version available at a later date.
Ah, that is better.
Oh well.
It's not a real game until it's on Vita, as I've heard from a couple other commentators before. It's not a real game until it's on Vita.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
funny because at GDC, all these indie developers get asked if it's coming to Vita. There's all these like indie games, like basically, I know your 2D platformers and whatnot, but they're not 8-bit, so
hmm
at least have that going for them. So like, oh, is this going to be on Vita? Is this going to be on Vita? They're like, and then the developers are just like, we're open to it. We love the Vita. Typical answer.
Yeah.
Um, it's not like I'm expecting them to say, oh, I hate the Vita.
They'll say a
I,
what?
oh, that's even worse. A what? A what now?
A
A
what
who?
now? A who?
Or who? That's even worse. That's even a worse. Awful. That's just awful. I don't know. I've been thinking the other day that I want to get a Vita Slim.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I haven't really turned on my Vita in a long time. I kind of want the Vita Slim.
Man, I would totally turn this thing on if it was a little slimmer.
No, like this is something new, and just I don't know. I would actually get the Vita Slim because like I'm just gonna play games on it now. It's not like I'm gonna do anything else on it, like watch videos or really do anything else with it.
But I mean, you can watch games on your current Vita.
I know, but I think I want like the slimmer form factor, and then like it has
And
a USB charger.
I mean, your current Vita has the old OLED screen, which you're not going to get it on that slim.
Yeah, I don't care too much about that anymore.
You will.
You will,
Once you get
I
that slim
will.
one, you're gonna play that slim one for a bit, and you'll be like, man, the screen just doesn't have that same pop to as the old screen.
I like you will. I know you really get your Batman versus Superman juices flowing, huh?
hmm
Next week, people,
Yeah.
or technically this week
This
or
week, if
something.
you get those IMAX passes,
Shit, did people already see it already?
No, I think it's not till tomorrow.
Has this movie been screened for like human eyes to see yet?
Not publicly. The
Wow, not
premiere,
even like a premiere.
like no, the premiere's this weekend.
Oh
The,
Lord.
the big premiere is this weekend, and then the early IMAX screenings are this weekend for the people who went to that preview thing.
Oh my God.
So
You
the
know what?
yeah,
That's not even that much time. That's just like a few days.
you're still going to get all the reviews this weekend.
God. We're
Probably by Sunday, the reviews will be up.
gonna get reviews, and then
That's
from like, people just like online,
yeah,
because the public has seen it.
yeah.
I'm so excited. Sorry. Well, everyone else who's listening to this was probably gonna see Batman versus Superman anyway.
Sure, it's target audience.
Smart target audience. Then and then at the premiere, maybe at the live stream, we could see who won that sweepstakes
Oh yeah, we won that.
to ride in the Batmobile with Ben Affleck.
Mm.
So, or Henry Cavill. Honestly, I'd probably ride with Henry Cavill instead. He's such like a big dude.
No,
So Affleck.
didn't you see that thing he put on like Twitter or whatever?
What was it?
He was trying to make a point about like the whole like why people can't tell the difference between Superman and Clark Kent because of the glasses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, okay.
He's like to all the haters who say that the glasses don't help. He walked around New York with the glasses on and no one noticed him.
I mean, Henry Cavill is a pretty. I mean, he's a movie star, but not like, oh my God, that's Henry Cavill. Not trying to like diss him. I mean, it's not like I'd say Ben Affleck's even more famous than him.
Well, yeah, but I mean, no, it's just funny like to see this like thing where he's just walking around New York with with those little glasses on and like no one recognizes him, and I'm like, and I'm just sitting here watching this, and I'm like, is it because the glasses are working, or is it because people don't know who you are? You know, like, I mean, he's only had like what, two mainstream movies, and one of them bombed.
That were successful. Yeah, one of them. That's the thing that I'm trying to get at. Like, I mean, even though Man of Steel is successful and they made a lot of money, uh, I mean, Man from Uncle kind of flopped, so it's not like people.
He
I
likes
mean,
playing.
I'm just saying that he's not like a stable person. If anything that he is, I'm sure like much of the people that know him don't even know his name and just like recognize him for his body. But
Superman. It's like, oh, that's Superman right there.
yeah, exactly. Like the Oscars, right? Like, oh, it's Superman. I'm like, even when he was getting called, well, I'm sure they called him by his real name, but they were like, Superman himself. Like, he's Superman. He ain't Henry Cavill. He's Clark Kent.
Superman. Oh no, he didn't turn to
But
Clark Kent until the last 5 minutes of Man of Steel.
oh, yeah, I know. But but I mean, that really goes to show he's really in character if people refer to him that way. So that's really good. I mean, and he is Superman, man. Man, Superman, man.
Superman, man.
I mean, he's built as hell. Like, he'd probably like lift me up and kick my butt. So, yeah, I'm sure he's a pretty tall, intimidating man.
Yep.
Anyways, on the
Anyways,
PlayStation
going
front,
back to PlayStation stuff.
even though Batman vs Superman is probably going to be floated on the PlayStation Store front
Yes,
next
you can
week,
obviously view the movie on your PlayStation when it comes out on video. You know, like through PlayStation Video or stream it on
or
Vudu or something. All these
or go
stuff.
stream it on another website. Just kidding.
You know, all that stuff on your PlayStation. But speaking of watching stuff on your PlayStation,
Oh, what else can you watch on your PlayStation? You can
Sony
watch.
anno- Sony announced today that PlayStation Vue has gone nationwide and available in all cities.
Is on your side.
Yeah. But yeah, PlayStation Vue, their live TV streaming service was only available in very select markets.
Yeah, very select, like not even a handful.
Yeah,
Like it's only about 10 hands. Like,
for the past like year or so, and the app's been available to everyone. So like no matter where you live, you could have downloaded, but you can only download like premium channels like Showtime and stuff for it.
yeah,
Um,
because that you were able to view anywhere, but like
yeah.
the actual channels.
Yes, with the PlayStation Vue now available everywhere, the full thing where you can now get hundreds of channels live television streamed to your PlayStation, and you can DVR and all this good stuff. Saying packages start at $29.99 and go up to $55.
Woo!
Yeah, there's I mean all the big channels are there. You can watch AMC, you can watch FX, you can watch Comedy Central, you can watch TBS, TNT, all this stuff, Cartoon Network, all that's there.
Disney Channel?
Disney Channel's there.
Oh,
Um, the one thing they kind of don't have right now, but they said they are working on it, is the local channels like ABC, CBS, Fox, stuff like that.
ooh,
Um,
that's kind of big. They
well,
don't even have
well,
ABC?
no, they well here's the thing. They have those channels, but not live channels. You can only like on demand those stuff. Like for example, if you want to watch Agents of Shield, you don't
Yeah.
live stream it. You kind of just wait for it to be available on
Uh,
demand and then stream it
I
through the
don't
channel.
think that's too bad. I mean, I don't even. I will actually. I kind of watch them live, but they got CW.
I don't know.
Mm, might be a deal breaker for me. No Flash.
Yeah, but you got Hulu. You can watch it on Hulu at least.
But the point of this is that I'm not supposed to have Hulu.
I mean, you still have Hulu and regular television right now.
Yeah, but like if I'm living on my own, I kind of want one that it's just getting so crowded now. And then
Yeah.
CBS once again in the game of this. I'm just like, oh my God, like I think I might have talked about this on air before, like how just everything just it's getting so crowded that just it might as well just be as much as just regular cable anyways. Like it's just getting ridiculous. So, you know. I mean, it all depends. It's not like you have to subscribe to all these services, but like you have
No.
HBO now, Netflix, Hulu, Showtime,
Yeah, but I mean,
CBS,
this is like $55,
more.
and you have like all your channels. I mean, well, minus the premium stuff. You know,
No
uh,
HBO.
no HBO.
Oh, that's a separate app.
That's a separate app. Yeah. No, I'm just kind of looking through. Yeah, they got ABC, Fox, NBC, and those are like all on demand, no live. I don't see CW.
No CW. That might be a deal breaker.
So yeah, so you won't. So sorry if you want to watch Flash, you're gonna need Hulu on top of this.
Um, no, I was gonna say like when's maybe that timed like mobile or like device exclusivity is gonna live for HBO now?
I don't know. It's not. I mean, I know it's already like they've already have
Yeah,
it
it's like on Google Chrome and
yeah,
all
Google
everywhere else,
Chrome
but
and Android devices, but they don't have it like on consoles yet.
I want it on consoles.
Which is weird. It's weird it's not on more devices.
Used to. Yeah. I
I
mean, it's
mean,
not even on for computers for Christ's sake.
yeah, I mean Go is available and everything, but now
Yeah.
isn't on everything independent app.
It's just
Um,
ridiculous. Like I can't even view it like on my Well, I could hypothetically in a way, like if I had like the Chrome, but like on a Mac computer, you can't even view HBO Now content. Isn't that ridiculous? You pay for this like subscription service and you can't even view it on a computer.
you can't just go to the HBO website and log in.
No, it doesn't. It's just to make you just like go download the app on your phone.
That's stupid.
Takes you like to the App Store page. This is for HBO Now, not HBO Go.
Oh,
Yeah, for HBO Now. I mean,
that's weird. It's weird. Like HBO Now is this thing where it's only on like portable devices. Like I don't want to watch HBO on my portable device. I want to watch it on my damn TV. You know.
well, you could. I mean, Chromecast.
Yeah, but you need a Chromecast or you need a
Yeah,
Fire Stick or
pretty
you
much.
need this or that. Like,
Well, I don't even know if it's available on Fire Stick. Oh, sorry for being exact, but so many things, and then the Roku.
well, I mean,
Uh,
even Chromecast, you need your phone for that to work.
but look, I'm gonna give the Reggie look. I mean, PlayStation at this point is already a damn good setup box. I mean, yes, the Apple TV has its neat features with like the voice commands and Siri, but like PlayStation basically has it all at this point. You know, with the TV, like this integrated function with PlayStation Vue, right? Oh my God, I forgot what his name. Vue, right?
Yeah.
So PS4 more than clobbers Apple TV, even though Apple TV is significantly cheaper than the PS4. But oh my God,
But
you don't even
but
PS4 is
here's
fantastic.
but here's the thing though. Like this View thing is neat if you don't have
Cable,
DirecTV or
of
cable
course.
or whatever. This is a great service. But
It's a lot of people, which is for a lot of people.
yeah. But the thing is, like, I already have DirecTV, so it's one of those things where I don't know if I want to cut the cord and try to focus just on this. Because here's the thing: this is all internet based. So, like, let's say your internet goes out, your TV's out too now. You know?
Well,
And I have internet problems, okay?
yeah. I was gonna say for you. I mean, I think it's just a situation just where your living situation and just like kind of how you feel, and also
Yeah.
getting stuff like the
And
news and stuff like that. I
and
uh,
here's the thing too, like I'm afraid like too this like service is kind of like getting in the way of like other apps being available on PlayStation, you know? Because
mm,
like look at like on Xbox. Xbox has FX Now and the Comedy Central app and
yes,
stuff
it
like
is.
that, where those apps, the way those apps work is like let's say you have DirecTV. So if you load up that app and log in with your DirecTV account, you can access all the FX, like all the current FX programming, and just stream it to your system on your TV. If you're same with Comedy Central, you load that up, you log in, you can stream all the current Comedy Central shows and stuff. And that'd be really cool to have on my PlayStation because I have DirecTV, so I can sign and load these apps. But these apps are not available on PlayStation, and some people are
Mhm.
like, "Well, no, it's some exclusive thing," and then some people are like, "Well, no, it's not. It's just Sony doesn't want these apps on their PlayStation because it gets in the way of view." You know?
Yeah. 'Cause, I think Sony had probably quite an investment in Vue. Yeah, and that's a bummer too because you the thing about that you wouldn't have to pay anything extra.
Yeah, this is just free
Yeah,
extra for me
exactly.
to
Yeah,
take.
it's a yeah.
Because like my
Granted,
brother,
the con with that though, I would like to add that that makes everything so compartmentalized. Like everything's kind of just spread around. Granted, on PlayStation View, things will still be spread around, but it's still like on one app.
yeah,
I think Sony's just trying to do their best to make it uniform, even if everything can't get there quite
I
yet,
I
and
guess,
you have to pay.
but I mean
But
like the situation for me where this works to have those extra apps like the FX app
yes,
and the Comedy Central app is like in the house I don't really need it too much because obviously I have TV in the house, but like my brothers have their PlayStation outside in the shed and they don't have DirecTV set up in there, so they can't really watch TV in there. They can just play their PlayStation. So if they had these apps, they can watch FX and all that and not need to like expand or anything. Of course, they can do that too with View. Like if I had a View account, your View account is on all devices, so they could watch live TV there, on their system. But I don't know. Like I said, I think it's a neat service, and like I said, if I didn't, if I didn't already have something, I would definitely look into getting this.
oh yeah, me too. Probably when I might live alone one day, maybe I'll probably have it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a good
Uh,
service for moving out. If when you're moving out, like yeah, I'll
yeah,
have this.
yeah, exactly. Because I don't even imagine myself having cable really. You say that now, but I mean, I probably won't, and definitely won't have a phone landline, like a main phone. Don't need that either.
I don't have one now.
My parents still have one for some reason.
For
Uh,
some reason.
I know, can you believe that? We still just get random phone calls on just like stupid stuff, but uh, I just think at this point that I think it'd just be really good for people. And Xbox, they have their own thing, with those apps, and then of course, the stuff with the TV when you switch over. I haven't heard too many people using that anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things you kind of forget is on the Xbox.
With the many things,
Yeah,
even
like
Connect.
it was such a heavily like advertised thing when they first showed it
Yes, in
off.
the
Like,
beginning.
look, you can switch your TV and all this, and like it's just not really talked about anymore.
Oh my God, it was even worse for Wii U. The little TV button on the
Oh
gamepad.
yeah.
Yeah, let's not forget that either. I think PlayStation just they're trying their best. Look, I've had really no experience with the View app. Maybe I'll have some experience with it with the free trial or something like
Yeah,
that, so I could get more.
you can get a
Yeah,
1 week free trial.
so maybe I can get more of a definitive opinion on it. But it looks neat, and like I've heard positive things about it. It's gotten updated to make the user interface more smooth. So I'm excited, and especially with a little particular device that's coming out later this year to maybe help
Oh.
you immerse yourself in watching all of this content. Hmm,
Hmm.
what could that be?
Yeah, well, let's get to that because this is going to be kind of a big topic. We need to get to it
Uh
um,
huh.
before the episode's up. So we finally announced this week, showing that the PlayStation VR is coming this October. Definitely missing that 6 month mark. The
Yeah,
within the first half of the year.
yeah.
Um, it's coming in October, and it will be retail price of $399. So about $400 for this thing.
$400. And
Yep.
on top of that, you need.
you need the PlayStation camera.
Yes.
You don't need the Move controllers, but they said it's recommended for some experiences. So it's kind of up to the developer whether you need the Move controllers or not.
Yeah.
But the camera will be needed. I already have the camera, so I'm good on that front. And I still have my Move controller somewhere. So,
If not, people go get them at GameStop.
oh yeah, you can get them for dirt cheap. The Move controls right now
Go
at
get them.
GameStop. Yeah, go get them before they sell out. People are gonna start getting jumping on those. But it's finally here, or well, it's finally announced. Not here yet, but
Well, the information
the
is here.
information is here.
The
Yeah,
information.
because the VR thing was a big thing the last month or two. Was the Oculus got announced. The Oculus was announced at $600. What was that other one? The HC Vive was like $800,
Yes. Yeah.
something ridiculous. So the Sony one is definitely the cheaper one out of all these options, and it's the easiest one to set up. You know,
Yeah. It's just got that box thing, and PS4 is already
yeah, they
just
show that
they need to do everything.
that picture of everything in the box. Oh, so many freaking cables.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing's pretty crazy. I mean, I get it requires a lot of power, but I mean, God, you have the headset, you have a
A little
processor box that goes to the system,
which
then
looks like a Wii, the original Wii.
yeah, and then the headset itself has its own power cord.
Yes.
So it's like, man, that's a lot of stuff. But
Very, very reminiscent of like the Sega Genesis expansions.
hmm
Uh, so
so yeah,
it's really neat. It's exciting stuff, especially with VR.
hmm
Uh, Definitely
now
got me excited. The price point is good.
yeah, I mean the price point is, I mean it's definitely the cheapest option, but still not cheap. You know?
Yeah, it costs more than PS4
Yeah,
currently.
you get a PS4 for about 350 or 300 right now. So yeah, it is a little more, or at least matches what the PS4 was at launch. Um, Now here's the thing about this. So it's really cool. Like I said, we've talked about it before. We're interested in VR, and they haven't started
Even though it
pre-orders
has
yet for it
no.
here. Well, not here in the U.S. I think in the U.K. opened it up on Amazon and it sold out like instantly.
Oh, wow.
I think they might have restocked since then. I'm not 100% on that, but here in the U.S. they have not done pre-orders yet because this is something where like if you think of it like this, we're only in March, so if you were to pre-order it today, you have 7 months to kind of like save money for it, you know. And then when you pre-order something from like GameStop or something, like if you go pre-order in store, you can like put so much down and then just like slowly pay it off, until it comes out. So this would be something I would consider doing if the pre-orders open soon, like a GameStop. I would go pre-order it, and then now it's like, okay, I've pre-ordered it. Now I have 7 months to, slowly pay it off however much I can.
Right.
So I might get this just by doing that, by going to GameStop and pre-ordering it. The only
Yeah.
thing is though, usually if it's a big item like this, GameStop wants you to put a lot down at once.
Yeah.
Because I think when the PS4 came out and they started doing the PS4 pre-orders in store, I went go to pre-order mine and I think I needed to put like $100 down to pre-order it.
Mhm.
So it's probably gonna be the same thing for this. Probably need about at least $100 down to pre-order it. So I mean that'll still be another $300 you need to kind of save up and put aside for that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like I said, I'm interested in this thing though. I might pre-order it. But here's the funny thing though. When they announced this the other day, and I showed it to like two different people. I was like, "Hey, look, this is the PlayStation VR," and they knew the PlayStation VR, but like this is me saying, "Hey, look, it's coming out in October, and it's going to cost $400." And the first thing both of them said, both of these people said the same thing. They said, "Well, what games are going to be for it?"
Oh, it's a good
Yeah,
question.
it is a good question. Because for $400, there better be some good content for it.
Yeah.
Um, Sony has stressed that there is currently 231 developers working on VR games.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Now, of course, this is just working on it. This is not saying that all these developers are going to have games ready for launch.
Yeah.
This is just people working on it. They said that there should be about 50 games available for VR by the end of the year.
Wowie.
Yeah. But out of the 231 developers currently working on VR games, there's a lot of big developers in there. Let's see. I'm kind of just scrolling through and just seeing some highlights. Capcom, um, Square Enix, uh, scrolling. 2K Games, Double Fine Productions, EA, uh, Mm. High Voltage, what they made? I've heard that. What was the
High
game they made?
voltage?
Yeah, High
Oh
Voltage.
Lord.
They made something. I don't know.
Oh.
Let's see. Harmonix Music. They've done
Well,
something.
not obviously. I mean, okay. What did high voltage make?
So I heard that
Sound
title before.
familiar.
I heard that. Yeah, it sounds familiar. I'm like, wait, what did they make?
Uh,
Uh,
Not ACDC.
no. Let's see. Warner
uh,
Brothers Interactive's working on VR games. 505 Games is working on VR.
Studio. What's big?
Codemasters, Crytek,
Cutting edge video game developer.
uh,
Um,
Housemark,
we develop. I don't know. They made like a lot of shovelware games.
Ninja Theory is working on some stuff.
Oh, I don't know. They ported Mortal Kombat X to PC. Uh,
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Cause I know I've heard that title before. I'm like, wait, did they make something good? I'm like, no, I guess not.
yeah.
It's doing port
I
stuff.
mean, they made like a lot of shovelware stuff on the Wii and iOS, and
Mm.
no, they're. I mean, you just see their name around a lot because they just ported a lot of stuff.
That's probably what I'm just thinking of, like ports they've done.
And what? Oh, they're making a game called Damage Core for the Oculus.
Mm. So that's
So
probably it. Then what? I mean, it'll probably be some VR
could
version.
maybe it could come to PlayStation.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
I don't know. But like I said, there's 231 developers they've listed, kind of work that are currently working on VR games. Of course, none of those are slated for launch. Games that Sony has said are slated for launch include Riggs Mechanized Combat League, that's being developed by Gorilla Cambridge, the guys who did Killzone Mercenary.
Ah, yeah, very promising. That's gonna be. That's already. I already can tell that's gonna be good.
Yep, that's coming at launch. Tumble VR from Supermassive Games,
Uh,
guys who did
Supermassive. God, Little Big Planet.
no,
No. Oh no. Supermassive. Ah. Oh my gosh, like game developer list is killing me. Supermassive.
yeah, they
They
made
made. I. What did they make?
Until
No.
Dawn.
Oh my gosh, why?
Yeah. Supermassive actually has two games scheduled for launch. That includes Temple VR and Until Dawn Rush of Blood are scheduled for launch. And PlayStation VR Worlds being developed by Sony London Studio.
Oh.
So that's just some first party games that are currently set for launch. They said some third party games that are going to be available at launch will be Eagle Flight for Ubisoft.
Oh, Eagle Flight.
Yeah, that like unofficial Assassin's Creed spinoff where you play as play as one of the Eagles.
Yes.
E Valkyrie, the flight game.
Ah, E Valkyrie.
hmm
Yeah.
Headmaster by Frame Interactive. I'm not sure what that one is. Res Infinite is going to be available at launch. Enhanced Games. Wayward Sky, Uber Entertainment. Yeah, so there's that in there, and then so I mean these sound neat. Obviously I'm really excited for
Can't forget Job Simulator.
yeah, Job Simulator. Oh, and that I don't know if it's coming at launch, but that game we talked about, the one with the dolphins, the cheating dolphins.
Uh, yeah, the cheating dolphins game. Yeah, we talked about this one on episode before. Oh wait, but I think that one we want to talk about off air. Uh,
No, I think we talked about it on here. I'm not 100%.
really? Yeah, but yeah, I think I like read the description from PlayStation blog on it.
hmm Yeah,
Uh,
because we were kind of like, oh,
yeah.
this is the Octodad of VR, where it's just so ridiculous you have to get it.
And, I mean, it's like a novel idea too. I love it. It's just
hmm
cheating like in VR. I think it's really neat. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait. Just in summary, like already so much has been said about VR. Like it's hard for us to talk about because we haven't really had a VR experience before.
mm
So I mean, I would say that off the bat. So it's just, I mean, we're gonna have that experience very soon.
Yeah.
So that's what's so exciting. That's why I'm so ecstatic about it. Definitely getting one. No doubt about it. At launch, yeah, probably. I mean, it won't probably be in the same stint as I was, back on PS4's launch. Um, well, and then part of that, was like, looking for that Christmas gift. But then PS4 came out like in November, so it wasn't even that long of a wait. But this is October, man.
That's my
So
birthday.
definitely, this definitely calls for, probably cutting back on some fall games. So at least Assassin's Creed is off this year. Um, but I don't know. Well, Call of Duty, I have no doubts I'm getting that. But everything else, I don't know. That might be off the table. Unless it's a Sony exclusive.
Yeah, we'll see. Like Zero Dawn, right?
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn, yeah. If that's coming out this year,
If it's a big if.
yeah. But yeah. So there's that. Um, but yeah, I mean, out of these launch games right here, the one that obviously I'm excited for is Until Dawn, Rush of Blood,
Yeah.
because I want to experience that in VR.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they've also talked about like some other stuff that doesn't sound as exciting because the way they kind of like stressly word it,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of is a little disappointing. Like EA said, we're working on Star Wars Battlefront VR experience, and I'm like, I don't like that word experience. It when you use the word experience, it doesn't sound like a real game. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like it sounds like it's just something you're gonna sit there and maybe like look around during like an interactive video or something. You know, and like rather than like a real game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like, we'll see what this is. I mean, it's VR and Star Wars, that's cool, but you know, am I actually gonna be playing something, or am I gonna just sitting there kind of like interacting with something? You know. Um, Same thing with Ubisoft. They announced that they're working on Assassin's Creed, the VR experience for launch, and
Mm-hmm.
they stress that this is not a game. They actually straight up said this is not a game.
It's not a game.
It's basically an interactive like movie trailer thing because they said it's gonna tie in with the movie.
Yeah.
So they said it's like a thing that ties in where you kind of like interact with like a scene from the movie or whatever, and I'm just like, okay, that's neat. Don't charge me for it though.
Don't charge me for it.
Yeah, I mean it's true. If I'm interacting with a movie trailer, you shouldn't have to charge me for this, you know. But those are I mean it's neat, but we'll see. Um, you know, see about the whole thing. Oh, and they've also said that the VR headset will. I don't know. They said in Europe it will come packed in with a demo disc. We don't know about the US
Mm-hmm.
if it'll come packed with a demo disc or not. But they did say that the Playroom would get updated to be the PlayStation Playroom VR.
So that little pre-installed software you guys were talking about a couple of weeks ago with them, that's already kind of in place.
Yes, it's coming back. It's gonna get updated. It's gonna be a free update, free mini games for you to play with your VR headset. So that's
Wow.
gonna be some little free content to mess with at launch.
Well, definitely the best with.
Yeah, I don't know how intensely you're gonna be playing any of this, but we'll see. So there's that. They've also talked about like just extra features of it, kind of like outside of like the VR games. They said that there will be, viewing experiences for your media apps, like Netflix and all that. They said, of course, they're doing like the simulated room
Mm-hmm.
where you kind of like watch Netflix or whatever. But and they said this mode can actually be applied to all PS4 games. So
Yeah, which is great. Which I get a small bit of concern about. That is this maybe just kind of just like ample time for you just like to do this while as the catalog of VR games are growing, kind of something for you to do.
yeah, I mean maybe because I mean it sounds kind of neat the way they describe it. They're like, oh well, I mean because we've seen this before. Where like, I mean I haven't messed with it too much, so I don't really know where it's at now. But they've kind of like shown examples of it, like on the Oculus, how it works with Xbox, where it's like you're not playing the games in VR, but you're in this virtual space playing your game.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Sony is saying with this. Basically, you're in a virtual space playing any PS4 game. But the way they described it is like, oh no, you can like virtually put yourself in a movie theater to where you're actually playing your game on like a 200-inch screen.
Yeah, which is really neat. Like an IMAX screen or something.
Yeah, so basically you're in a virtual space where you're like looking at your game on a like you said, basically an IMAX screen. So like you could be playing Uncharted 4 on an IMAX screen.
Granted, at a lower resolution.
I guess.
Yeah, which might be a deal breaker for some. That it's not the native resolution like on your TV because the VR headset's probably
That's
going to
not
be.
what you're going to be thinking of. You're going to be thinking like, "Oh my god, I'm in a virtual space."
Yeah, but you're probably going to notice that it might. I mean, because look, I have it, but for the people that did test this out, because this was testable at GDC this week, that I don't know. Like from what people have been hearing, that it seems like it has like it's just like smudged, like the image is a little smudged
Mm.
on the screen. So like stuff like text might be a little bit more difficult to read, stuff like that. But look, I haven't, but just from some impressions that I've read about and heard about of VR working this specific feature. And this is also a feature that I'm not really sure Sony is really going to be heavily advertising about VR.
Well, I mean,
Even though
maybe
it sounds,
not. Well, maybe not, but it is going to be something. I mean, maybe because I mean, this is basically going to be saying, "Hey, this mode supports all your games, and all your movies."
yeah,
So
which is really neat. Don't get me wrong. Uh, but I just don't want it to just maybe should focus away from like what they want the VR headset to be. Just have like the
yeah,
game.
yeah. I don't want this to be like. I don't
The,
want this to be like their version of remote play. Like, oh, can I play Uncharted 4 in VR? Well, you can play Uncharted 4 in VR room or whatever they're going to call it, cinematic mode. I think that's what they
yeah,
call it.
it's gonna be to the point where it's the Vita excuse. Like, oh, any PS4 game is a Vita
Yeah, I'm just like no.
game.
Um, I wonder if this cinematic like virtual room thing will be applied to that. What's it called? The screening room.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh God. Combine that with the screening room, so it's like, yeah, I get my theatrical movies at home, and I'm in a virtual movie theater, so I get it all.
yeah, you.
And if you're willing to pay $50 a movie,
Oh, yeah, which is the thing that Spielberg is touting.
it's like, why is Steeler supporting this?
Yeah, you think out of all people, right?
Yeah, you think he'd be like, no, you need to see the films in the theater as they're intended.
No, he wants you to see the fifth Indiana Jones at home.
I guess.
Uh,
But no, Disney.
if,
Well, actually, no. Disney isn't supporting this thing, so Disney won't put that movie
that's
on.
quite ironic, and Spielberg's going to be working with Disney.
Well, not for
Is
his
that,
next. Well, his next movie's through Warner Brothers.
well, I mean,
Well,
Indiana Jones
it's
5, it'd be through Disney.
well, no,
So,
the BFG's through Disney, and
yeah,
then
BFG's through Disney, and
and
then
then
Indiana Jones 5 will be through Disney.
but in between the two, Ready Player One's gonna be Warner Brothers, and I
Yeah,
guess
yes,
they're
yeah.
backing this thing.
Mm.
But yeah. So I mean, yeah, but I mean, it is something too. Like if they could get this VR thing to work with that, that'd be a big selling point of the screening room box. Would be like, hey, look, you can be virtually in a movie theater, at your own home and watch a new release, theatrical film.
Yeah, I'm curious about that, if that will be a selling point. I just want the selling point to be the original games and content that
Yeah,
are specifically built for this thing, because that's
Uh,
what I'm buying it for. As neat
yeah,
as that is, that's not the sole purpose. It's not really going to be the sole purpose of me buying this thing. I'm buying it to get experiences that I can't really get.
yeah. You're
Uh,
buying a gaming system and a gaming accessory for your
yeah.
games.
It's even harking back to the old days, even though, the shitty Sega Genesis expansions, they just came out and just didn't really have games that, really differed from the current games that were already on the Genesis. Now, that's a very different situation because of how much games have evolved, and, how PS4 games have been so far. Some people are really craving different kinds of experiences now. VR is just coming at the right time, I
Hmm.
think. And if you're saying, well, that it's selling out in, other countries, I can only imagine here, since it is
Yeah,
the most affordable headset,
yeah.
at least most affordable mass market, I wouldn't say high end, but
It's
you know,
accessible. It's accessible.
accessible end headset.
Yeah.
Excluding cardboard boxes and Happy Meal boxes and
The
uh,
Galaxy Gear.
Galaxy Gears and uh, the ViewMaster, all that
Yeah.
jazz. I'm
Hmm.
talking like a full entertainment headset that you can a full multi-purpose entertainment headset.
Yeah.
Granted, Galaxy Gear can also be a multi-purpose headset, but
Yeah, well,
talking like
Galaxy Gear is stationary based. Like
yes, it is. Yeah, it
there's no
is.
3D space to it.
But you know what I mean. But so, kind of in summary, very excited for VR. very good announcements because it was weird because like when this was happening, I was bracing for the worst. I was like I didn't even want to check Twitter that night because like if it was gonna be bad, then I was gonna just hear it from the loath of people that it was gonna be bad. So like I wasn't in the mood for that like criticism to happen. But then once I saw it, and I was like, oh, phew. I mean,
Um,
Sony's been doing good generally with all their stuff that they've been doing so far ever since PS4's announcement. So
yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
it didn't surprise me, but I was preparing for something bad.
yeah. I mean, the
Case just in case.
yeah. I mean, the biggest backlash from this so far has been the fact that it's like, oh, you need the camera, but it doesn't
Yeah.
come with a camera. You know.
I mean, it's the same
But
thing. When Sony was originally going to include the camera on the PS4.
yeah, and they took it out to kind of lower the price. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's true. It's kind of like, I mean, there's the same situation I went through when the PlayStation Move came out, where it was like, you need a camera, and I'm like, I already have a camera, but I bought the whole Move bundle, so it came with another camera. So I was like, well, I got two cameras, so
Yeah.
um, it's just the same situation where I already have the cameras, and I already have my Move control, so I don't need this stuff. But Sony has clarified since then, saying that there will be a bundle that has the headset, the camera, and the Move controls.
Mhm.
They haven't said how much it's going to be though for that one, but it will be an option.
Yeah.
So, um, so there's that. Another big thing is though it's like because they're really being coy about it, but they're like, is No Man's Sky still going to be VR compatible? Because I
Uh,
mean, because that was
you think
that
with
was
this event, right?
yeah. Cause, I mean that
This
was
would have been it.
well, I mean that was always the assumption when they said, oh, the VR is coming out within the first half of 2016, and then they announced that No Man's Sky was coming out in June. So like, oh, June's the 6th month. It will launch with the VR, but now the VR is not coming out till October, so it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, you know, I mean, I still think No Man's Sky will probably have VR support. I just don't know if it's one of those things they're gonna want to announce or advertise yet. Because here's the thing: people are gonna look at No Man's Sky and go, "I really want to play this on my VR, but I don't want to
Well,
play it now, like in June, because you play that thing in
uh,
June, 4 months later, you might be done with it, or you might be tired of it. And yeah, VR would be a good thing to go, a good reason to go back, but still, though, a lot of people would either have played it already in June, or it would hurt the sales because a lot of people would wait on buying No Man's Sky until October. They'd be like, I don't want to buy No Man's Sky in June because I want to wait till October and play in VR. You know?
I mean, I don't know. At this point, I'm not even sure if anyone that has been, as excited for No Man's Sky as several of our other friends are going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to wait. I don't think at this point, I think with people kind of maybe like us, I think we'd be willing to wait, but uh, I don't think that's really going to affect sales. I don't think they'll put a dent in sales in any kind of way.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I mean, I
this
don't.
game has already been too long of a time coming for anybody to be like, you know what? I mean, it's great. As good as VR would be a selling point for this game, honestly, it would be for both of us. I think, right?
Mhm.
So, I just think at this point for this game to even be just a game at this point, and just for it to come out, I think people are really excited enough for it. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's really holding their breath because on top of that, you have to buy $400 accessory for it, and for that to happen, and just you're already spending 60 on No Man's Sky, and or
Yeah.
even more depending
Well, I
what you
mean,
want.
yeah, I mean, like I said, could it just be this thing where, like, yeah, you've already spent your 60, you bought it in June, and then come October, it's like, hey, No Man's Sky's VR compatible, and you have this reason to go
Yeah, it could
back
be
to
through
it,
yeah, exactly, like through an update or something like that, a big update probably.
and it's
Whoa.
like, and it's just like, yeah, that'd be a big thing to go back to, and that'd be a huge kind of thing for launch, but like, hey, because if No Man's Sky really is like a big thing at this point, like it comes out, it's just like
Yes.
critically acclaimed thing, and then come October, they can be like, hey, you can play this.
VR, full VR, not the theater mode thing.
Yeah,
VR.
like you can like be in
Mm.
space.
Yeah.
So, that'd be something. Um, still think it's gonna happen though. I think it's gonna happen though. No Man's Sky VR support. I just don't see it not happening because these two things were kind of like almost promoted around the same time, and I think this was just some type of slip in like plans. That the VR came out. It's coming out in October now.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
so we'll see.
Well, I mean, I still won't forget the interview was about 2 weeks ago when the interviewer was trying to get a little something on it on VR. look, if they would say no at this point, right? But turn off the assumptions. It's not for VR. They would have to say like, no, it's not. But they haven't said anything.
Yeah, they never said no
Yeah,
every
no,
time
they
it's
never said
asked.
no. So maybe not for uh, currently. Maybe not at launch, but later it
Hmm.
might happen. So
Yep,
we'll see.
we'll see. But um, yeah. Well, we're already at the 1 hour and 15 minute mark, almost 15
Yeah,
minutes.
a lot of stuff to cover this week. A lot of fun stuff.
That's fun stuff. You gotta get that VR down though.
Nothing else small or extra to maybe shout out. I don't think there is anything really.
No, I mean we
Yep.
kind of covered uh all the little things I wanted to. Like I said, there was a lot of release day stuff I wanted to get out of the way at the top of the hour. And then we kind of segued into some more bigger topics, and then we had to end it with the VR. Obviously, that was the big thing this week.
Yeah, there's really we have no viewer mail this week.
Mm.
Probably get some in next week. Maybe something about the division.
Yes, you can send your division questions because I
Actually, no, that game came out this week. Well,
yes
last week.
last week,
Last
yeah.
week, technically.
I've
Yeah.
played it. I've played it. I've been playing it. I've only put about 8 hours into it though since it launched. But I'm only like level 8 or 9. But yeah, so you had division questions. Send that to us. I can probably answer those next week. If you have any questions about the automatron, I can try to answer that next week. So I'm going to try to play it by next episode.
Yeah.
So so yeah, so there's all that. So yeah, if you want to send us any questions, you can send it to the usual ways. You can comment on the YouTube video. You can message directly on YouTube. You can message directly on PlayStation at Bayou Boys or at Double Is. We
Yeah.
have a Twitter. You can also go check out and message on or comment on that. There's a Facebook fan page you can go to and check that out. Like it, comments, whatever. Um, I think that's all the ways you can message us.
Excellent.
Yep. Um, but yeah, but with that, this has been the PSBS episode 54. I'm your host, Coach T, PS and Bye Boys. My coach here is.
Andrew Rios, Double Is. Everyone, have a good week. Uh, Happy belated St. Patrick's Day, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's St.
For
Patrick
the
at the time of recording.
14 million plus Irish Americans in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a crazy number. I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there's even more around the world. Do good and play games.
Yep. Play games, do that. You can play some Division. You can go play. What was new this week?
Mm,
None.
I don't know, you can
Uh,
just like chill.
yeah, go play Division. Go watch Daredevil season
We
two.
got season 2 on Netflix this week, so you can spend the whole weekend watching Daredevil, which I will. Maybe
Yep.
spending the weekend.
Yep.
Not all in one day.
No, just go do all that and everything. So, anyway, thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week. And click.